Hello, I'm Andrew Pugsley, and this is my first ever live stream. Welcome to Isolation. It is a brand new improvised show, and we don't know what's going to happen over the next, I don't know how long it is. But over this as yet unspecified amount of time, just anything can happen. I am live streaming from my living room in East London, and with the aid of a complicated vision mixer, I have joining me from another part of London, Pippa Evans. Say hello, Pippa Evans.
Hello, it's me, Pippa Evans from South London.
Yeah, South London. Also, that is not all you get in this show, because we also have the incredible Duncan Walsh-Atkins at the keys. Can you play something, Duncan? Yeah, that's and now we're back to Pippa. That is what we have just while I play with the vision mixer, and yeah, this is what we got. So we're going to make something up. And it's going to be technically very, very complicated, but hopefully enjoyable for everyone at the same time. If you have some words, we all have words. If you have some words that you feel might inspire us for this evening's performance, you could add them as a comment right now. And I will fill some air whilst these words are added to my comment stream, and then we'll just start the show, and we'll see what happens with those things and those words. So, anybody got a word that they like? Pippa on the other stream is getting some water, which is good to know. I'm just having a look at the stream. The other thing. Do we have? There we go. We've got to scroll down. That's why I didn't see any words, because you're all there. Okay. The words I've got are suave, flamingo, happiness, lost love, pancakes. And Nathan says, the lighting on you, Andrew, is incredible. Have you done this? Thank you. Yes. It took me about 7 hours. Great. Serendipity, badgers, beach, fireworks. All of are you notating all of these words, Pippa, and remembering to include them all?
I'm notating them. I can't promise the latter.
Great. Great. I love suave, flamingo, and lost love are speaking to me at the moment. So I'm going to ask Duncan Walsh-Atkins to start with the overture of this piece. Here we go. And we're going to start this evening's performance of Isolation. Hi.
Hey.
Hey. It's been too long.
I didn't realize you were calling me today. I thought someone else was calling me. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was not expecting to see you. I haven't seen you. Gosh, you have grown facial hair.
Yeah. Do you like it?
It really suits you. It's like you. It looks like you drew it.
Like I drew it.
Yeah, it looks like it's so good. It looks like you drew it.
Yeah, like
where I come from.
That's yeah. I don't know many Slovenian phrases.
No, nor do I.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I thought it, important we talk.
No, it's okay. I haven't had much to do anyway. Just been sitting, really. Waiting, I suppose, hoping maybe.
Well, here I am.
There you are, there, yes. You still stick with the mustard color. It's so nice.
And you with the pink.
Yes, well, I suppose it looks pink to you, but it is rust, I think is what Sainsbury's said anyway. I bought it last time I was in the UK.
Oh. Flamingo pink, if you ask me.
Oh, I see, yes. Well, I suppose I've never seen a flamingo very close, have you?
Up close? No, I guess not. You're the closest thing I've found to a flamingo. You're the closest thing I've found to anything, I guess.
Oh.
Look, I'm sorry to disturb you, but I just had to say, I don't know if I'll get another opportunity.
Well, say it then, whatever it is you want to say.
Well, you're my flamingo, and you will always be. I'd love to fly with you, or stand with just one leg in the sea. You're my flamingo, with your tall, knobbly knees, and I'd like to flock with you if you'd please. And though other people might want a parakeet or something bright and colorful, just the simple pink you does it for me. And I'd fly anywhere for you, my flightless bird. So just say you'll form a flock with me.
Many years ago, you had the chance to flock with me, but you chose not to flock. You decided to flock by yourself. Didn't think flocking was something you could do by yourself, but you rather proved that is what you wanted to do. So.
Surely our flocking days are not yet over.
You are there and I'm here. I don't see how I could flock with you, even if I wanted to flock with you. Even if I wanted to be there and put my big wing around you, I could not. I don't know if you ever tried to flock on one leg, but it's very hard.
But, Esther, you're my flamingo, and I'm your David Attenborough, and I could study you wherever you are, and I'd build a program and I'd post it on the BBC. If only you'd be my flamingo. Yes, if only you'd be my flamingo. If only you'd be the flamingo for me.
Oh, I think that's my husband. I have to go. I'm sorry, I have to go.
Hello.
He's out. He's gone.
He's quite a card, isn't he?
He's a funny chap. I like him. I met him on the internet. And when I first met him, I thought, I don't know if this is going to work because he's so different to me, you know? He's more like I suppose he's like a penguin and I'm a flamingo. So he's very straight. He likes to wear suits. And I like to be bright and colorful. But sometimes you need some contrast, I suppose.
A flamingo and a penguin.
They said it could never happen. David Attenborough would never let it be.
No, I guess not.
What's the matter, Henry? Why are you making your sad face?
Esther,
I don't like your sad face.
You know all my faces. You know my sad face.
Happy face, ugly face. The face you make when you're cooking a steak and you think it's the right way, but then you try it and it's not quite how you wanted it to be cooked.
I know all your faces too.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I know your rueful face. I know your platonic disengagement face. I know your unacceptable in this day and age face. And most of all, I know your lost love face.
It's true. I'm lost in love. How I wish I could sing to you. How I wish I could, but of course the lag with the keyboard means I cannot.
Very true.
If I could sing,
very responsible.
If I could sing, I'm sure it would sound exactly how you might sing it.
And
if I was to just click along so that the audience at home could see just how much of a lag there is.
Yeah, great. Let's see. I think you'd sing something like this.
Yes?
If I was somewhere, if I could be back with you across the sea.
That's exactly how it would go.
You know that I'd say to you, oh my man, we gotta get together however we can.
Sing more, baby, sing more.
And this is how I'd sing, and this is what I'd say, 'cause you know my voice so well, you've heard it every day.
That's what it sounds like.
And this is how I'd sing if you could let me be. Is this the kind of voice you wanna see?
Henry, you remember when we were teenagers and we met on that exchange and how happy we were?
How could I
remember
forget?
Walking around the park? There we were in the middle of London by the Serpentine. You got one of those pedal boats and then you started to pedal and you wouldn't let me pedal. You said a lady doesn't pedal. And then I realized that actually it turns out men can't pedal. So I pedaled for you. And then we talked about gender politics for hours and hours. Then they said, come in, your time is over. We had to pay a fine because we talked for so long.
Yes. And you know, there's only one thing that could improve this. A semitone key change. If I had seen you many years ago, I'd tell you that there's something I should know. And if you just open up your heart to me one more time, then maybe this little flamingo, yes, maybe this little flamingo, maybe this little flamingo could shine. That was
Like you saw into my heart.
That was beautiful, Esther.
You know, it's funny, isn't it? When you're having these times alone and apart, you wonder about the things that you lost, that you have. I have my penguin. But I suppose I lost a penguin of sorts that day when we decided that this couldn't be anymore.
Yes. But maybe it's time to be honest with ourselves. If something were to happen to Roger, would you?
What are you suggesting, Henry? Are you suggesting that I kill my husband? Oh wait, can you?
Wow, I love it.
You like? I decided I needed a change, so I went for a bit more of a Beatles mop top. Before I was very much Roxette, and now I am very much a John Lennon on the cover of Beatles for Sale, I think.
Did it go down well at the service?
Yes, I played the mourning wife very well. People shook my hands. Of course, I said, please don't shake my hands this time where we can't touch each other. But they shook them anyway. I used maybe 3 bottles of hand sanitizer, each one costing me 75 krukons. And so,
that's very cheap.
Yeah, very cheap. Very cheap.
You're totally unrecognizable these days, you know.
Different person, I suppose.
The steel in your eyes, Esther, steel.
I wonder if I made the right choice. But of course I know I did. Because now we can be together, right, Henry?
Yes, of course. Obviously, I can't move to Slovenia anytime in the next few months. But I have a teapot on the mantelpiece for you.
A teapot?
Yes.
You remembered how much I love English tea. Look, I'm drinking a cup of it now.
Wow. Yes. So as I was saying, you know, within a matter of months, I promise we'll be sorted. We'll be.
It better be so, Henry, because I have taken a big sacrifice for you. So there better be something that you do. This can't be like last time when you asked me to kill my boyfriend.
He went painlessly, though, didn't he?
Yes, I suppose. The thing with drowning is you never know how it feels.
Yes, I guess so.
But we will be together now, Henry, won't we?
Of course.
We will finally have the house with the white picket fence that you promised. Finally, we will have the garden with a pond. We will have 6 children, all wearing clothes made from curtains from my favorite film, The Sound of Music.
Yes.
Good.
And more besides. From every film, I'll decorate a house fit for a queen, Esther. Fit for a queen. Everything you should want. Just
Good.
give me more time.
More time? How much more time do you think you need? I probably need to leave the country quite soon because our police force is quite effective.
Look, Esther, I promise you, if you just give me another few weeks, then everything you want and everything you need, I'll give it to you. Everything that you desire will come true.
I'm trying to have a conversation with
I'll
you.
build that house with everything you want. Just take care and hold on.
Quite nervous in my heart there, Henry.
Everything that you want, all the props from The Sound of Music. They will decorate our living room.
Do, re, mi, be lonely.
You'll have the costumes of the Von Trapp family, but you can't expect to have them too soon. So just hold your time, just hold your tongue, and whatever you do, don't give in.
I have buried the knife.
Sit back and wait for me. I promise it will be worth everything that we have done.
I don't know if I buried it deep enough. How deep should you bury a knife?
I'm sorry?
How deep should you bury a knife? I don't know. I just feel like I can hear it in the garden. You know, it feels like the knife is singing to me as well.
The knife is singing to you?
Yes.
What sort of voice does the knife have?
A sharp voice.
A sharp voice.
Yes,
I think I can hear it too, distantly.
I can. There it is.
Yes, it's saying, "You shall wreak revenge for what you have done.
Oh my God, it's terrifying.
Killing your husband is not very fun." And now I haunt you all for the rest of your days in all manner of very creative ways. And the knife and the garden, and I'm going to haunt you for the rest of your life. Because killing your husband is unbefitting of a very good wife. If you want to live together in matrimony, don't kill your husband with a knife. It's not pretty. Esther, what's going on? Are you all right? What's the matter?
I have to go. I have to leave. I have to run away. Bye, Henry.
Esther? 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 I can hear you. Your video's frozen, Esther. Oh, there you are. What's the matter?
Yeah.
What's the matter? You look terrified.
They came for me. The police. They came for me. And Roger's family, they know everything. I've been hiding under here for 6 months. I've had nothing to eat except for biscuits. Can you imagine just eating biscuits for the rest of your life?
For 6 months? Biscuits?
Ginger nuts. Only ginger nuts. It's all I could find. Do you know what the nutritional value of ginger nuts is? It's really bad.
Yes, I mean, there's way too much sugar, and there's a load of butter in them as well, and additives. Oh, Esther.
There's no butter. It's all palm oil. The orangutans are dying because of me. And that means they're dying because of you. You're supposed to be David Attenborough, and there you are making me eat ginger nuts underneath a bridge. Who are you? What did you do to me?
Look, Esther, I didn't mean for this to happen. I meant to come. I did mean. I've got a lot of things to tie up over here.
You said you would meet me. You said you would meet me at the airport, and you didn't come. I stood there. I was there in a disguise. I had a mustache. And everyone kept saying, "Excuse me, have you got? Is that something on your lip?" And I had to say, "Yes, it's a mustache," because it turns out it wasn't a very effective one. It was from one of those party packs you get for stag do's. I waited for you, Henry. Every night. They took my house. And then the police said they will find me. And so I'm hiding. I'm hiding under the bridge. You remember the bridge?
The bridge? Back in your hometown of Ikmenlechtenexenheim.
Ikmenlechtenexenheim, yes.
Oh, Esther.
It's cold, Henry. It's cold.
Look, I'm sorry this is bad timing. But,
Wait a minute, I don't like the tone of your voice. This isn't the same tone of voice which you told me that I'm a flamingo and you want to be with me.
No, you are a flamingo. Of course, you'll always be my flamingo, Esther. It's just that, well...
Yes, Henry?
I can't come.
What?
Why? I'm afraid there's... someone else.
What?
She's not a flamingo. Esther, she'll never be a flamingo, but she is a hummingbird. You see, we live very close to each other, just round the corner, really, which is a lot more convenient.
Oh, convenience. That's all you ever wanted, was it? Something easy? Something you didn't have to try to do. And now I must be here under a bridge eating ginger nuts. Not even custard creams or bourbons. Not even a chocolate hobnob.
Oh, please tell me you've at least had the odd digestive.
Don't be crazy. You know how hard it is to get a digestive in these times?
No. I understand.
No, you don't know. No, you don't understand at all, Henry. You said you wanted to be my love. I've killed 2 men for you. Some people would say I didn't think for myself. But I couldn't because I was crazy for you.
This seems like it's turning into a fully Shakespearean monologue in response to this news.
Does it?
Yeah.
Does it? That you there doth with your mind make choices such that God himself would look down and say, but we with ourselves should find some truth. And yet the truth that thou hast seen is not the truth, but lies that thou hast in some irreprehensible change made. The blood that is on my hands, yet not on my hands, but your hands. The rivers run deep, and you are the one that has caused them. Oh, you that has my heart in his very hands, and yet with nails so sharp has ripped my flesh from apart. I shall never know what was and what shall be, for what was but in my mind's eye, and my mind's eye doth weep 1,000 tears. And each tear a memory of something that never was, but should be, and will be now, but never. For your dreams that once stood inside now evaporate into nothing but droplets of shame. And so here I sit, just me, and 1 packet of ginger nuts. And with the last bite, I shall but choke.
No, Esther. Esther.
You did this. You did this to me, Henry. Think not of yourself as God.
Every day I look at the stream to see if she's there. Same as always. Blank. I guess it'll be blank for the rest of time. Of course, Janine and I are really very happy and surprisingly comfortable given the current circumstances. But I always wonder if I'd been marginally less of an extremely reprehensible cad, whether I could have carried on being a David Attenborough. Seems I don't really have a conscience. Seems like if I'd only thought to send her some hobnobs, then maybe she wouldn't have been haunting me. And this black screen might have had somebody in there. Maybe it's too much. And yet still just the memory of her haunts me still. It's like I can see her now.
I'm on 1 leg, Henry.
Like a flamingo. The flamingo in my mind will haunt me still. Floating there, just on one leg. The flamingo in my mind will always sing to me, and I'll never be free of the guilt instead. The flamingo in my mind is always there, in a puce peach shirt, flapping her wings. And I know that there is something that I should have done, and I could still have heard her sing. And it's like every day she's still part of me. If only I'd flown to be by her side,
I love you.
we could have crossed the savannah and seen that view 100 miles wide. No, with a pack of digestives, her haunting so suggestive, and she'll eat them up and offer me the crumbs instead. And I wish that it was me and not her dead. The flamingo in my mind is haunting me, and I know she will until the rest of my days. And all I want to say, if there was just a way, is I would go so far if I could be where you are and be your David Attenborough. Esther?
Yeah?
I can hear you.
No, you can't. I'm not here. I'm just in your mind. You'll never forget me. Enjoy the rest of your life.
Well, I guess that's it. The flamingo of my mind. Okay, that's our show. What did you think of that incredibly dark ending, Pippa?
I thought it was amazing. Also, what was amazing was I got to eat biscuits, and also I realized that my emergency toilet rolls were on the bed. They literally say emergency toilet roll.
That's quite something. I hope you've not been hoarding those, Pippa.
I've been hoarding them, mate. I've got 7,000 toilet rolls in here. If anyone needs a toilet roll, please get in touch.
Great. I think we learned. What was Duncan? What do you think? What was the moral of that story? Yeah. If you didn't hear that, Duncan's not a mate. He said that the moral of the story is don't encourage people to kill their husbands unless they really intend to see the relationship through. I think we can all agree that is the message. Thank you, everyone who tuned in. This was a bit of an experiment tonight. This is our first live stream. We're going to be back next week at 8 o'clock. We're going to have some. I don't know what is going to happen next week. We'll find out. We'll find out next week. I'll definitely be here, and there'll be some amazing guest performances. Maybe you'll see Pippa Evans again. eating a different selection of biscuits, and maybe you'll see some other guest performers. It all depends on what the state of this country and city is looking like. So, yeah. Thank you ever so much again for tuning in. If you have enjoyed this performance and you have the means, you can always check out my Patreon. There's a link there in the description. I think it's just patreon.com/Andrew Pugsley. If you have the means, I'm sure you are well aware times are very scary for those of us who are freelance performers. So I've set a Patreon. It's all very new to me, but it's to allow me to carry on creating live work like this. I say, if you are interested, check it out. Also, there's a link to the Showstoppers, who myself, Duncan, and Pippa are a part of. We're not doing any live work at the moment, but there's a little link there for little ways you can support the Showstoppers in these rather dark and bleak times. We are aiming to create some things that hopefully make you smile. And Pippa is eating some more biscuits. The great thing is with this...
Am I on the screen?
Yeah,
am I on the screen?
I've sort of been randomly putting you on the screen every now and again. I'm looking for the moment at which you don't want to be on screen and then just clicking straight to you.
Thanks, Andrew. I could always rely on you.
Brilliant. I think that's all our spiel. You got anything else to say, Pippa?
Only that you're brilliant.
You're
and
brilliant
this has been fun.
You got anything to
and
say?
I didn't realise how dark it would go.
Yeah, we didn't know how dark it would go. Duncan says, "Say, Stave." Pippa.
Enjoy your biscuits while you can.
Enjoy your biscuits while you can. Thank you so much, everybody. Tune in again at 8 p.m. next Friday. Thank you, and goodbye. That's the end of this stream.